Hey guys, it's Will. Today we're trading the semiconductor space. We know that the tariffs affect the market, and we know that tech such as AI and big companies like Nvidia and AMD stock are definitely going to have a focus on building more GPUs or more CPUs, more data centers. And one of the things that requires is having the tech to be able to do it, which in this case would be semiconductors. Now, one of the things about tariffs and why I don't think this will necessarily have a huge effect, we're seeing that they already have manufacturing in the US, and Taiwan isn't really seeing a lot of tariffs being introduced. So, for that reason, we traded the basically SOXL, which is the stock that goes up or down when the market goes up or down. So yesterday the market sold off. We traded SOXS. We bought at 23.70. We sold at 26.90. Today we bought at $9.26 on SOXL, which goes up when the market goes up, and we sold at a 9.39 for most of our shares, and we're able to lock in some profit and still stay green despite some of the market selling off today. So we've had a profitable week. SPY started to recover today, and semiconductors are, I believe, going to lead the way. AMD is up 5% today, so we have AMDL. That's a position that's up 10% for us. Nvidia is up about 2.5%. And you see Taiwan Semiconductors up about 3.3%. Google, big tech, some of these companies are still doing well. Applied Digital Data Center Builder is up. When we look at the overall market of semiconductors, I think that we just saw a huge sell-off as a result of the market just selling off. But when you take a look at this semiconductor bull, for example, it's what we were trading today. If you take a look back at the 3-month here, it's really sold off with the market, but it's sold off a lot, like a ton. And if you go back 1 year and you take a look, it seems like it's right at the support. It's at this level at which it's bounced a few times. So that's why we traded it. We started to see a nice recovery there, and I believe it's starting to trend up a little bit. Could it continue down? Yeah, but I think the semiconductor space is due for another cycle of bull trends. I mean, it was in an absolute monster trend from 2022 to 2024, July, and then it sold down. It's been below here, but I think that it's going to start making recovery, and that's why we've been trading it and investing in it. So when it comes down to semiconductors, one of the companies that we're watching closely is going to be definitely Taiwan Semiconductor, so TSM. They're ranked number, I want to say 10 or 11, just in front of Tesla for market cap. So they're a very big company, 710 billion. And you can see the trend that they have going right now. It's starting to look more like semiconductors are seeing a recovery. So yes, tariffs are going to introduce, yeah, they're going to affect some markets for sure. But I think that when it comes to semiconductors, we might still be in a boom. In fact, a lot of AI companies are saying that they're spending more on semiconductors quarter over quarter. And if you take a look at a company like, I don't know, let's say AMD, they've continued to sell off. However, you look at their financials, and quarter over quarter, they're increasing revenue, 5 billion to 5.8 billion to 6.8 billion to 7.6 billion. So the revenues are increasing, the earnings are increasing, and I think that there's a lot of potential for us to see still an elaborate or dynamic market approach that we can look at this recovery. It's a special time. It's one of the greatest sell-offs we've seen recently in the market, and there's big opportunities as a result. So when we're looking at the market, we're looking at what companies are going to still thrive in a tariff-heavy environment. And recently, with the tariffs getting paused for 90 days on most countries due to renegotiations, now we have the market basically recovering quite strongly. Is it the whole market? No. But is it looking green, and SPY is green? Yeah, it's looking good. So I'm excited to see how semiconductors respond. I think there's a lot of potential. That's why we're going to trade it. So whether it's selling off due to certain news or it's increasing, we trade the inverse and the bear and the bull of the semiconductor market. In this case, a little heavier risk. It's about 3x So it goes up 3% every time the market goes up 3% or 1%, or it goes down 3% every time the market goes down 1%. So that's what we're focusing on. I expect us to trade it more. And again, if you guys want to see some of the trades, we made basically 400 and no, it's a $550 trade yesterday on SOXL, or SOXS, excuse me. And then we also traded SOXL this morning for about 5% in that trade. It went up like 10%, but we set a stop loss, so we just took profit after it kind of recovered a little bit throughout the day. And it's still up, so some people are still riding that, and I know some people inside of Stockmate are still doing that. So one of the great things about joining Stockmate is you get to see my trades every single day. A lot of people struggle in the up and down markets, but I give you guys the entries and exits that we take in either an up market or a down market, and how we're trading on the day-to-day, as well as the 6-month portfolio, the 1 year or 1 year plus in tech, AI, quantum, all those markets that I believe are going to be crash proof, that are going to continue to grow regardless of what we're seeing politically. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Again, it's that second link in the description if you want to join us at our market live session tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. And I said tomorrow, I meant Monday through Friday, every day we go live there. So again, it's that second link below. And tonight at midnight, the lifetime access current price is expiring. So if you want to take advantage of it, again, it's that second link below. Appreciate you all. Hopefully you enjoyed, and do consider subscribing. See you guys in the next video. Take care.